So definitely I would encourage everyone to, especially for the B school students, to participate in case competitions, because there are many competitions which are organized directly by the companies like Tata, Reliance, Adani, and they hire as well.
Even if you do not perform well in any one of them, do not feel disheartened. You have to grab the learnings through each case competitions or even the hackathons that you take part into and apply it in the next competitions that you take part.
Alright, so here we are bringing you another interesting video. We are sitting right at the heart of Great Lakes, Gurgaon. I am joined with two very special, very interesting guests with me today, and I'm going to talk to them about their competition experiences, about what is happening now, and how their B School life is happening at this point in time. Welcome Yash, welcome Vaishnavi. So Yash, you're the person who has cracked ZS Hackathon. How big a deal that is for the community, that is the engineers that we're talking about, and when did you get to know about it?
First of all, it's the biggest opportunity I have ever had in my life, and to be honest, I did not expect that I would be able to crack this hackathon. So I came to know about via my college, via Great Lakes only, when ZS Associates organized this hackathon within our college campus, and I participated in that, came up with a unique and creative solution for the given business problem, and that's how I was able to crack it and grab a prestigious job opportunity out of it.
And what about you, Vaishnavi? What was your big competition moment after you came in here that you think actually defines you as a person?
Sure. So before coming to B School in Great Lakes, Gurgaon, I've actively been participating in different competitions, be it hackathons or even the case competitions related to my field back in engineering times. But to talk about the B School competitions, here we have got a platform through various online mediums, and most important, the peer learning that we get here has defined me to perform, or I would say outperform myself in a way through which I've got to learn a lot of things.
For me, who doesn't understand hackathons, for me who has never been part of engineering, how important does it become? What exactly are hackathons, and what do you do to make sure that you put yourself out there for the judges to judge?
Hackathon is nothing, it's just an event where a problem statement would be given to you by the organizer or by the company, and you have to solve that problem in a technical as well as non-technical way as well, depending upon the situation, the requirement analysis, in a given stipulated time. Anyone can participate in a hackathon via various platforms available outside, and using those platforms as your tool, you can come up with a unique, creative, and a proper and feasible solution for that particular problem. What hackathon does, and I would say what hackathon helped me to grow, is basically it helped me to come out from a comfortable zone.
So Vaishnavi, tell me about your experiences. When you first came in here, a very different kind of an experience from what you were working. What sort of changes did you see in the program that you were having here, and when did you get to realize that similarly as when you were participating in a lot of competitions in your undergraduation, there's a scope for you to do that here as well?
So when I enrolled myself in Great Lakes, Gurgaon, I was quite interested to know that the people here are not just academically involved, that is into just presentations or class learnings, but there are certain people who are equally interested as me to take part into different competitions. And that's when we formed a bond, I would say. And we have taken part in a couple of competitions together. And I also try to interact with my other peers to understand what are their interests. Because me as a person, I like to channelize my energies into various sectors whenever I choose any competition to enter. So I would always try to approach those minds who are interested in a particular domain, right, and then evaluate. And based on that, we would take part into different competitions, and that's how, using those strategies, we have won a lot of competitions together.
So what was the first competition that you took part in? What was the strategy like? How did you guys go about deciding that you will do certain things and I will do certain things, and we'll formulate a strategy that will definitely crack?
I remember there was the first competition that we participated as a group was Niti Vishleshak, organized by IIM Bangalore. So there we had to come up with a solution to the existing economic problems in India, and we have to come up with the Niti. Now, as part of all the competitions, generally we have to first research about it, come up with the ideas, and we have to give a presentation out of it. That presentation is something we generally do not divide like, okay, I will create one slide, you will do the second slide. No. What we aim for is basically the inputs from all of us, ideas, and whether that is feasible or not. Apart from that, it's one of the USP of her that she come up with the great ideas, and someone is good in presentation skills. So that's how we participated, and we divided the task among them, and this was our journey so far.
Tell me a little bit about some of these competitions that you guys have cracked collectively, and what is the learning that you guys have taken out of that experience?
There was one competition, Smart IIT, which was organized by IIT Madras. So the problem statement that was given to us was to promote the dosa batter in South Indian market. So we created and worked together and researched the South Indian market as well. What are the flavors they like, what they don't like. One more thing that we did interesting was that we made a dosa within our own college canteen. We shot the video out of it, and then we mixed some flavors in it, and then we finally pitched it to the panel.
Lovely, interesting. That's something that fascinates me. As part of MBA journey, we often think that it's just about academics. We go there and you learn Kotler, and then you come out and then you use those marketing, jargons that you have learned in your classrooms in the outside market. Contrary to this perception that we have about what an ideal MBA program is, what was your experience of this 1 year that you have spent here, taking part in these competitions and making friends and taking part in competitions with them and discussing about things that you probably agree or don't agree with?
Having an experience of 4 years back in my organization, I had decided to do an MBA and grab some inputs about the business world, and that's what drew me towards Great Lakes Gurgaon, and I took an admission here. My motto was to revolve more around the analytics part, apart from the digital strategy as well. Apart from the learnings that we get here, there is so much of enthusiasm that the college provides and the peer learning that we get here, because of which I have involved myself more into case competitions and learn a lot from there. I would also like to highlight saying that there were instances wherein we would have our rounds that would conflict with the lecture periods that we would have, but we have had support from our excellent faculties. They are quite friendly towards it, and they allow us to participate, and they also focus more on the class learnings as well.
Yash, I'll come to you. Tell us a little bit about the ZS Hackathon that probably a lot of people who are listening to this conversation are interested in. When did you get to know that a competition of this sort is happening, and why did you want to take part in it?
I was informed by the career and corporate placement cell of our college that there is an hackathon going on all over India, national level, ZS Hackathon. And then I decided to take part in it because that is something, hackathon and case competitions, which excites me. And as I always say, learning is something which matters to me most. So we were given a situation where there was a company called Travel XYZ or anything, travel company, and they were having issues, business operational issues, I would say, related to their clients as well as their day-to-day activities as well. So we should be in the shoes of a consultant and have to come up with the approach so that we not only solve the problem or the issues for the company, but for the clients, for the customers, that is hotels or HoReCa industry or the normal customers as well. So I researched more about it. I came up with my analytical marketing concepts that I have learned so far in my college. And then apart from that, I applied my own frameworks, own learning that I have learned so far from my case competitions. That was the first round. Second round and third round was more about the interview processes, where they ask you more about your analytical skills, logical thinking skills, and how more you are able to crack instantly in a given situation. And the third round most probably what about your personal interview like that. So after all these rounds, it was a very, I would say, strategic interview process, and I did prepare well, and I was able to crack and get a job out of it. So definitely I would encourage everyone to, especially for the B school students, to participate in case competitions, because there are many competitions which are organized directly by the companies like Tata, Reliance, Adani, and they hire as well.
So Vaishnavi, competitions are one route, final placements are another route, and I'm sure the final placements are also done for you guys. Tell me about the company that you will be working in from here, and is this a kind of company that you thought that you would be taking part in after you're done with your MBA?
So when the placement season began, Incedo came on our campus, and I was able to crack the company using the skills that I've gained, be it through academic learnings or the case competitions that I've taken part into. So I had a aim in my mind that no matter what, I have to crack it using all the skills that I've gained here, and I was able to back that job.
Okay, guys, once you're done with your programs, there's a lot of learning, a bag full of learning that you go away with. So what has been your learning taking part in these competitions, taking part together in these competitions and fighting over ideas, fighting over the prize money and whatnot? If I have to ask you guys, what is that big learning that you're taking away from this?
Well, I would say the biggest learning that I would take from this fast-paced PGPM program is to manage yourself efficiently. I always say I don't manage time, I manage myself efficiently. If you are able to prioritize the things, divide the tasks equally, and identify who are the right set of minds to work with, whether that is a given project from the college, academics or case competitions. If you are able to do all these things and manage yourself efficiently, then definitely it is the best program I have ever learned so far within.
And what about you?
So the one piece of advice which I would like to give everyone who's watching us today, that B School is a place wherein you will be given a platform to utilize your skills and coming up with different solutions to different problem statements. And even if you do not perform well in any one of them, do not feel disheartened. You have to grab the learnings through each case competitions or even the hackathons that you take part into and apply it in the next competitions that you take part. I mean, that's what we all have been doing. That's what I've been doing. And I'm growing and learning from doing the same based on my past experiences.
Probably that's the biggest learner for our lives as well, that we all learn from the kind of things that we experience in our lives. On that note, we are drawing close to this particular video today. Do let us know if you have learned something about B-School case study competitions and how to take part and ace these competitions a little better. Do tell us if you have any questions for them that you want to ask them. If you want to know more about the institute and the program that they were part of, there is a link in the description. You can go check that out and share this video with whoever is probably taking part in a competition and needs some help. Thank you very much, guys. It was lovely talking to you, and I hope that you do great things in future in the companies that you're part of.
Thank you.